so let's first definitely discuss about the syllabus of this. Oops. Okay, so management 4410-001 session basically is the face-to-face session. So I need to modify the syllabus because our meeting room, we are permanently changing to this room. So it's not just for today, it's 1:30. Because we will shoot the video and share this in the YouTube. That online students can see you guys. They really like you guys. Most likely they see me, right? But anyway, so we shoot the video, so we upload to YouTube, and then, well, also it's can benefit for you if you some session you missed that, you can go to YouTube to watch the class video, right? Because they will upload pretty quickly after we finish today's or each day's session. So here's my office hour. So it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9:30 to 10 before our class, and after class 11 to 12:20. So I think that this office hour should work perfect for this session, before class and after class, right? So my office is in 153. So it's in the corner near the back door. That's the corner. That's 6th office. If you know Dr. Sharon Bell, Dr. Bishwa, Dr. Jim Doyle, that's our place. Right? So that's my office. Well, you are more than welcome to come to our office during the office hour, or even not during office hours. We can make appointments. My door will be always open for you guys, for all the students, especially for you guys. Right? Okay, we have some course description. I don't want to waste your time by reading that. Basically, we know what we are doing. Operations management, there's lots of things we have to learn. And course objectives, you can read it by yourself. Okay, textbook. Okay, I forgot to take a textbook, but I will take that on Friday, still in my office. So here is the front page of this textbook. So it's the 13th edition of the textbook. And for the textbook, well, because our exam are open book and open notes, so I think it's very beneficial if you have a textbook, if you purchase a textbook. And definitely, I don't mind if you purchase from our bookstore or from Amazon, from eBay, wherever you find that. But make sure it's the correct edition, right? I don't want to go to the previous edition. That can cause problems. And also, homeworks are all from a textbook. So that's also means textbook is required. But frankly speaking, I have some personal opinion on the price of the US textbook. It's very, very expensive, generally speaking. So I understand some students, some students have tough time, especially at the beginning of the semester, they still wait for financial aid. I can tell you one thing, we won't have any assignments in the first almost 1 month. So I give you plenty of time. You don't need to have a textbook next week, even 2 weeks from now. Don't need to have that. But before homework one, before exam one, either you have one or you have a very good friend who can share with you a textbook. You can purchase together. That's fine. But in the exam, okay, that's really right. Everybody can only use his own textbook. I will have textbook prepared for some students. If you really don't have textbook during exam, you can share my textbook. And I know ebook is a very popular choice nowadays for students. It's cheaper, right? Ebook I have no problem, but the only problem is still the exam. So I can't let you use digital device during exam. You understand that, right? But for that, except that, you have no problem to use ebook in my class, okay? But you need to let me know in advance that you want to use the iPad during the class, because we prohibit to use cell phone or digital device, generally speaking, in this session. But if you have ebook, definitely you have an exception that focus on ebook, right? But you need to let me know in advance. Clear about textbook? Questions, comments? Okay. So Blackboard, all the slides will be posted in Blackboard, and the course contents. Now, the first 3 chapters are there, and the syllabus is also there. And if you want to know our schedule and the Blackboard course schedule, there's very detailed schedule for every week's progress. Though the exam dates are not determined yet, but roughly speaking will be those weeks. grading. That's probably the most interesting part for you guys, right? You want to get a good grade in this class, at least pass. So class participation counts for 10%. Bring the attendance sheets every class. You can skip 3 classes without giving me any excuse. So that means, okay, by the end of the semester, I find, you skip 2 sessions. That's okay. You still get 100%. It's clear? I don't need you to make up some excuse, right? Some students say, my grandfather passed away last year, and my grandfather passed away again this year. We don't need this excuse, at least 3 times, right? But if you skip more than 3 times, you better have a good reason, right? Not excuse. Well, that's true. That's not just happening for UNCP. When I teach in Purdue, some students keep passing the relatives every semester. Right? That's so sad for this family. I know probably it's not true, but anyway. So if you skip 3, you don't need any excuse. If you need to make up that, you can go to YouTube. You ask me, I can provide. I can also send a link for you guys. The YouTube video we have recording that. But beyond 3 is accumulated. If you skip 4, I will count this 4 class you skip, divided by all the sessions, and then guess you can. I guess your participation score. It's clear? 3, no problem, right? Homework, we have 3 homeworks. Each one counts for 6.67%, so total is 20% here, homework. We have 2 group case study. We'll divide a group later, as you guys familiar with others, and probably you have some preference with some classmates. And then I will ask your preference, and then for the rest, I will divide the group randomly. So we'll have 2 group case study. Each one counts for 10%, totally 20%. We have 3 exams, midterm 1, 2 in class, so 50 minutes, all multiple choice questions, counts for 15% for each midterm exam. And the last final exam accounts for 20%. Good news is that you already know that it's open book, open notes. So bring the stuff you need, print out the slides, and it's not comprehensive, which means for the final exam, we'll only cover the last 3 chapters we're studying the last 2 months, all right? Feel better for this class? Okay, and this is the grading policy here. Yeah, you are very familiar with this. We're not grading by curve. So it's very important you submit your assignments on time, you attend the class every time. If you can, or if you get absent for 3 times, that's okay. But, well, it can affect your homework and the performance of exam. Group case study, we have discussed that. So we will assign the groups later. Exams, okay. Class notes are all posted in the Blackboard. There's some, the order code, okay. I don't want to deal with this order code stuff. Even I have a lot of experience to deal with. Not several, right? Like first semester came to UNC Pembroke. I assigned the homework 1 in this session. And 1 student find the answer in Google or whatever, and he copied all the answers from Google. I didn't say you just copy. I just asked him to come to the office, explain each sentence to me. If you do it by yourself, right? Maybe you are, by whatever reason, you have the exact same answer with some website's answer. I understand, but you have to explain it, right? If you come up with it by yourself, he can't explain. Okay, I almost failed him, and then because when I was in Purdue, I just failed the students if he or she was caught, even the homework exam. But okay, I talked with our associate dean. He suggests me to give another chance for the student. So finally, I give 0 for this student for the homework. He still passed this class. He learned from this lesson. But I don't want anybody to repeat this process, right? Again and again. Homework, try to do by yourself. If you're really good at Google or something, you find some answer online. At least you need to understand each letter, sentence, formula they use for this answer. Because I can ask you to come to our office, we have a pleasant conversation about how you do your homework. You have to prepare well. All right? Exam. No need to mention, right? Our exam policy. Okay, tentative schedule. So basically, we have 9 chapters in this class. Chapter 1, 3, 5, 8, 10, 13, 15, 16, and 12. We'll explain later why I put chapter 12 in the last. So if you think about module, in online session, I divide into these 3 modules. Here you think of the same way. So we have 3 homework, 3 exam. in fact we can think about 3 modules. Each module includes 3 chapters. So like 1, 3, 5. You can think about this module 1, right? And then homework 1 and exam 1 only focus on these 3 chapters, 1, 3, 5. And the second module, chapter 8, 10, 13. Homework 2 only focus on these 3 chapters, the same as exam 2. Right? Last 3 chapters, same. Homework 3 and the final exam only focus on these 3 chapters. So I hope you have a better idea, okay, how we prepare for the homework and the exam. And we do have several holidays, especially in the fall semester. The first one is the Labor Day. We don't have class in the Labor Day, well, unless you really want to become the laborman to come here, right? So we do have the October break, right? Friday, October 14th. Hope you will have a wonderful October break, because at that time, it's probably the best time for traveling. Right? There's so many beautiful places. Well, it's the best season. And then we have 2 days off on Thanksgiving. We don't have any class in Thanksgiving. So we have religious holiday policy and the ADA statements. If you need any special help from me or from university, let me know. We can accommodate you. We have academic resource mentoring that can be very useful to support your academic performance. Learning lab, we have different office. We have a tutor, most like 99% in this session. I still wait for the final approval from the tutoring center. His name is Michael, and he's a very good student in last semester. So I asked him, okay, can you be a tutor for this class? Because this class can be tough for some students. He said yes. So I will let you guys, once he become officially the tutor, then you can contact him. He's a very patient person, very smart. Right? So the writing center, that's pretty much for the syllabus. Questions after we go through the syllabus? Questions, comments? Nothing? Question?
What's your policy on laptops?
Yeah, laptop is that I don't, generally speaking, I don't allow students to use laptop or any digital device in the class because it's not necessary. Because if you print out your slides, you have all the information you need. Because again, if you have ebook, if some students only have ebook, right? You show me that, and you either watch as laptop or like some iPad. But you need to get my permission first. Cool?
Okay.
The book, we don't need Connect with it, right?
No, we don't need it. We don't need it online because, well, again, it's just my bias opinion. I think the textbook is already very expensive. So I want to save money for my students. Like me or not, but anyway. But definitely the online code provide additional resource, frankly speaking. I use that for management 3060 because there's lots of activity. For project management, the same. Online resource still have benefit. If you want to purchase, you can purchase. I can create a session for you so you can access to this resource if you really want. But I will post like my online thing, all the exam, all the quiz in Blackboard as much as I can. There's some resource we can't move from Migrate here to Blackboard. That's, I can't do nothing about that. But for this class, I don't think we need that. We may have some lab sessions. We may have that because there are several Excel templates provided by the publisher. If you purchase the book, you will have that. I will also share with you. I think in the Blackboard, I have a tab already for the Excel templates. It is very, very useful. I haven't uploaded anything, but I will upload. Then we probably will sometimes reserve the lab room that we will go through the Excel template to show you how to use the template to solve the problem. But in the exam, in the homework, you have to do it step by step, not through template. Because template is that you click on button, you get the result. You still didn't know how you get the result. But this class is really, the major purpose wants you to know how to get the result step by step. But later, after you finish this class, copy the templates, keep that. It can be very useful in future when you work for companies. You don't need to go to step by step because you are confident, right? If you are confident, don't need to do that. Okay. Any other questions about our syllabus policy? Anything? No questions? Okay, now it's time for you guys to introduce yourself to the classmates and to me. Want to introduce what's your major concentration basically, which year, maybe your hobby, or maybe do you have any experience in operation management before? If you have, you can mention. If you don't have, you don't need to say I don't have, right? Okay, who want to begin this one? Do you want to begin?
My name is Kayla Fespelman, and my major is business marketing.
Mm-hmm.
I've just taken business stats too, and I have to have this.
You have to have that? Yes.
I don't really have a hobby.
Okay. I don't believe that. I truly don't believe. Your hobby can be sleeping, right? If you sleep like 10 hours per day, that's your hobby, right? You can be eating. If you spend 3 hours on your meals. Everybody has a hobby. I mean, even idle. Right? Idle. We can call idle like a meditation, right? Even we are idle, right? So, but anyway.
My name is Joseph Brody. I'm a senior out here. My concentration's international business. I have a minor in tourism studies, and hobbies, I guess, are like hiking and fishing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Nice, nice. Joseph was in my 60 session before. Very good student. Keep the performance in this session.
Hey, my name's Reese. My major is accounting, but I'm trying to get a double major in business management as well. I'm a junior, and I guess my hobby is I like to watch and review anime. So.
So you have this t-shirts.
Oh, yeah, well,
Could you
it's
show to the other students on the back?
Oh, well, it's actually Harley Quinn, but
So could you explain this realities? Because I know this. What does this mean?
Oh, anime is just like Japanese cartoons, you know.
Yes. This means 受气狂, which means you are always bullied by somebody else, right? Something like that. Yeah, but yeah, it's like a very interesting cartoon, like this one. I think I saw this one.
Oh yeah, well you know, Suicide Squad just came out, so.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, cool.
Right now.
My name is Alan Folks. I'm the executive director out at Comtech Business Park.
Oh, okay.
I'm a business major with a marketing focus as well. I like to fish and play golf.
Mhm.
And yes, I worked for Lowe's Home Improvement Centers for 7 years in management, so I have a little bit of background experience in that, plus I own my own business for 20 years.
Then you have a lot of experience on this field. I will challenge you a lot in the class to share us with your insights on school. Because you know that most students here, they are students for most of the time.
Right.
As we, non-traditional students like you can be really beneficial for us, right? Not just for students, but also for me. I learned a lot from untraditional students. They have some experience I never heard about that. So.
Well, but don't challenge me on statistics because I just got
That's
through
fine,
statistics
that's
too and my brain is fried now.
That's fine. We still have time to do the homework 1 month later. Don't worry about that.
My name is Jared. I'm a senior here, major in business, concentration in marketing. No experience in operations management at all.
That's okay. You will have that.
And I guess I like sports and listen to music.
Cool.
My name's Tyler. I'm a marketing major, and I guess my hobbies would be I like to do like sports, and I like to run and stuff. So stay moving.
That's great. That's great.
My name is Eric. My major is finance, and I like to fish as well.
Fish. Do we have a lot of fishing places nearby?
no.
I don't know. I'm not a fisher. I did fishing one time, like 10 years ago. It's almost killed me. It's so hard and so bored. But it's not my stuff. Sorry about that. I'm a soccer fan, by the way. Okay.
Hey, my name is Bracy Malcolm. I'm a senior majoring in business management, and I don't have any experience in operations management. And a hobby of mine is playing basketball.
That's cool.
Me?
Yeah, that's who can be?
Hi, I'm Ariana Edley. I am a senior here. I'm also a business management major, and I make music.
Music. Do you play? You sing the song or? Oh, you sing the song. Cool. I like karaoke, so it's.
Hey, I'm Elisa Barrera, and I'm also a business management major. No experience with operations yet. My passion would probably be traveling.
Traveling.
Yes.
Could you tell me Any foreign country you have traveled before?
I actually just came back from Mexico.
Oh.
I spent a month there.
That's great. That's great. Is it Mexico City?
Mexico City.
Oh, that's a big city. Yeah, I like traveling too. I travel to about 20 countries so far, probably. Yeah, I don't know. Probably. Right? I travel to 30 plus states in the United States. I still like a dozen of states I have never touched. I think traveling can open our mind. Know more people, and then know more friends. Okay, good.
My name is Sydney Dixon. I'm a senior here, and I'm a business management major, and I like sports.
You like sports?
Yeah.
I know you like sports because you are my previous student, right, Sydney?
I'm Trinity Graves. I'm a senior. My major is business with a concentration in marketing. I guess my hobby would be spending time with friends and family. If that's
Doing what?
Anything.
Anything, okay. That's great. I think that's the reason we spend time with friends and family, right? Doing whatever, right? Together.
My name is Brianna Taylor. I'm a business marketing major, and my hobby, I like to paint.
Oh, that's my, the arts is my worst subject when I was in high school. But that's a little bit shame that I'm a pretty honest person. I seldom cheat, especially academia. Otherwise I won't be here, right? That's when I was in middle school. My teacher assigned me some pictures. I did a horrible job, right? For the first 3 homework, I guess 50, 60, but just almost failed this class. In the final homework, I come to my dad and say, well, you have to help me. Otherwise, I can't pass this arts class. He helped me, he gets 90. But he said, you're very impressed, you can do a good job. I didn't say this, my daddy did that. But anyway, so I try to develop the arts gene from my daughter. So I sent her to the painting camp in the summer. Because both me and my wife, we don't have this gene, unfortunately. Really, my answer is horrible. After she's 3 years old, I don't dare to draw anything for her. Because anything I draw, I will make a very, very bad example for her. Right? I don't want she to copy me.
My name is Montreal McManus. My concentration is economics, and my hobby is playing rugby.
Oh, that's cool.
My name is Michael Sessoms. I also go by Madison. I'm a marketing major, and I like to go off-roading, 4-wheeling.
Oh,
yep.
Nice.
My name is Dylan. I am an entrepreneurship major. My hobbies include hiking, fishing, and going to breweries.
Oh.
I love places.
Yeah.
My name is Kate. I'm a business management major, senior, and I'm on the women's soccer team. So.
We're the same. But my soccer level is here. My previous student, they probably didn't know. Seeing Joseph, I talk about my soccer all the time in my class. Because I play soccer for almost 30 years, but my level is still in elementary school. Because I play the defense. You know the defense position, right? Just kick the ball. That's all I need to do. Right? So, but I still play. If I have, well, I'm not injured, but I'm injured now. I have to wait for another month to play.
My name is Tony. I'm a business and management major, and my hobby is making sure Pembroke never dies.
Welcome to my class again, Tony.
Yeah,
I'm Kendall Massey. I'm a senior business marketing major, and what else? I like being on the water.
Just swim or
like ocean on a boat while you're swimming, all that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good.
I'm Michael LaClaire, a senior finance major, and I trade stock.
Oh, that's probably the best hobby, right? The hobby can bring you some money, right? You should recommend good stuff for us, right? So then we can invest. My stock market performance is not so impressive. It's just okay.
My name is Robert Crowder. I'm a business management major. I'm a senior, and my hobbies are like sports, and I'm a car enthusiast.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
I'm Daniel Bautista.
Mm-hmm.
My major is business management, and I like soccer.
Okay, that's cool. Same.
My name is Dante. My major is finance and hobby is basketball.
Basketball. Okay. Who is your favorite player? Basketball.
Russell Westbrook.
Really? Oh. I don't know who like those. I liked Shaquille O'Neal before. Well, that's even, probably before some of you were even born. I already like him. Definitely Michael Jordan. That's as Michael Jordan's time. I was so young. I was a little kid. So Kobe Bryant, I was a fan before. He has some problem, right? So he has some personal morale problem. Though even this justice say he's totally fine. That's yeah. So, but I also like LeBron James. He's very good.
My name is Kyle Ramsey, and I'm a business management major. And I like sports, and I like to play guitar as well.
Guitar? Yeah. Okay, then you can collaborate with her. In our session, maybe after the semester finish.
My name is Xavier Covington. I'm a finance major, a senior, and I like to play sports.
Cool.
My name is Quay. I'm a business finance major, junior, and I like to play sports.
Everybody likes sports.
My name is Josh. I'm a senior major in business econ, and I like working out and competing in CrossFit.
CrossFit. Oh yeah. I was in the CrossFit club for like almost 1 year. It's almost killed me.
I don't remember.
Well, I can tell you that's all men, maybe all men in that club stronger than me. Well, half of the women, maybe more than half, they can lift heavy than me, run faster than me. I was almost killed for half of them. I think that I should choose another exercise. I do some HIIT to lose my weight. I think CrossFitting just by losing weight is too hard for me. Because I don't have time. I mean, I go to the club 3 times per week. That's all the time I have. But I don't have time to work out after these like 3 hours. So every class I will like die in the class. And then it affects my next day's performance. So after how many years, maybe I need to fundamentally make myself stronger before I join the club again. So, but anyways, very good to know that we have students here have different background, different concentration, different hobby. Though most boys or men like sports, we definitely share same hobby. Well, I'm a huge soccer fan. I play soccer. I watch soccer. I watch NBA basketball for like more than 20 years. Also, I'm not a big fan of NFL, but Olympic Games, well, I watch every day if they have Olympic Games. So I like music. I was singing a lot. I like just for fun. You know, karaoke level is not same as you. I can't play guitar. Right? I really try to develop some time to play guitar or piano. But unfortunately I have 2 kids, so it can be postponed. Okay, again, welcome you guys to my session, and then I think I have to introduce myself because you can think, who is this person? Continue to talk, but nobody know him, right? Okay, so myself, Chinese name, right? You can call me Charles to make your life easy. But who want to try to call? First, try my last name, a doctor. You know, some students think maybe it's hard to pronounce my last name. They just call me Dr. Charles, which is okay. It's okay in this environment. But when you go to a company, you don't want to do that because any title, doctor or Mister, should follow by last name. Who want to try? Last name? Nobody want to try? Jung. That's a very common mistake made by many people. Nobody know how to pronounce begin with X, right?
It's like the J sound, Jean.
Very close. It's in fact shung. Shung. Yeah. I think Spanish has some similar pronunciation. Like I know if you guys are soccer fan, you know the previous famous Barcelona player Xavi, right? Xavi also begin with X-A-V-I, Xavi. So very similar. So it's Shung. My first name is Chuang Hui, but you can just call me Charles to make both of us life easy, right? Okay, I have a PhD degree from Quantitative Method and Management Science from Craner School of Purdue University, with minor in this field, operations management. I'm a certified supply chain professional, so it's a CSCP. So talk about some working experience. So I was a supply chain consultant before joining UNC Pembroke. The company I worked before, our clients include Unilever, Kraft. That's the two major projects I had to work with. But the clients has a lot of other big names. For example, Procter & Gamble, you must know that, right? And Lesto, Shell, Kimberly-Clark, Campbell Soup, they're all our clients. We did a lot of supply chain operation management projects with them. So we improved their demand forecast accuracy, which we'll cover in chapter 3. We calculate safe stock and lower down their inventory. That's our chapter 13's contents. We do the transportation forecast. We won't cover exact transportation in this class, but we'll talk a little bit. And finally, after you do the hard work in the company, you have to make beautiful reports, KPI reports, to demonstrate so you save money for up to C level. Anybody know what does KPI mean? KPI mean?
The key performance indicator.
Very good, very good. Key performance indicator. So that's you need to know that because when you work for a company, many people will say KPI, KPI, which means okay, focus on this important part. Show it beautifully to your boss or clients. So that's Unilever and Crafts. I think you guys must be familiar with this. These two big giants in the industry. A long time ago, before I came to business major and do the business, well, I was a PhD student in applied math, University of Minnesota Twin City. It's a very, very competitive math program. I think that program is top 5 national-wise. And I find so many geniuses around me. So I can still survive as long as that's CrossFit. I almost can't survive. I can survive, but it's really hard to become an excellent top student in this environment. Then I also like business, so then I changed my major to business. I have 2 working experience. Well, one is several, if we include the intern in Amazon. But supply chain consultant, we'll talk about that. Long time before, after I graduated from my home university in China, I was a private equity broker and manager in Shanghai for 1 year. So I really, in fact, I still have passion in finance, but I chose that major. That's my current major. So, but I really enjoyed the time when I was a salesperson as a broker. It's developing my communication skill, and a very important thing is that okay, I was in a top university in China. I was in top university in US, and then in top university, you know that many people will judge you by your score, by your IQ, right? But if you go to industry, you guys must know business school student, right? You can't judge a person just by how smart this person is. It is important, but it's probably not the most important thing. On the other hand, if you're a broker or salesperson or marketing person, communication skill, basically EQ, right, can be the most important factor to determine whether you are successful. Excuse me. I learned a lot from my colleagues when I was a broker. And I tell you, when I was a broker, my team, okay, I'm a manager. I was a manager. I was promoted to become a manager later. Half of my colleagues doesn't have bachelor degree or even associate degree. I mean, half of them probably is high school degree. They begin to work after finishing the high school, do the sales job. And for the rest, they have bachelor, and most of them are not from top university, except a couple, including myself, from top university. But who can sell most stocks, shares to the clients? You can see that they don't have very high degree, but they are very, very good to deal with personal relationship with clients. Well, clients, you know the stock market, right? Clients, if clients trust you, they sometimes don't care whether you lose money. They just trust you. They give all the money to you to manage. Well, you need to have a responsibility to manage that money. But the most important thing is how do you build a trust between your clients and you. It's all about EQ. It's really hard to teach students how to do that. I have the same experience. If I never work at that, probably I'm still good at do some joking or kidding with you guys, but I think my communication level is there. But I think after I have this experience and also consulting experience is hopefully is here. Right. Again, communication is very, very important. I hope you guys won't hesitate to ask me questions. Ask your classmates questions to discuss together. For the homework, I encourage you to discuss, work together to do the homework. Don't make me wrong. This is different with cheating, right? If you work together, you can still do independent work. Never hesitate to ask questions, right? Never hesitate to ask for help from me or other students or tutor. That's very, very important because communication is the key for you guys to be successful. You are not in the math major, right? If you are in the math major, probably it's not so important. So many years experience in this field of supply chain management. For the goal for this class, first definitely after you guys finish class, I want everybody here have very solid knowledge on operation management, supply chain management. Beyond that, I want you to have very useful techniques like Excel templates, okay, for most advanced company, not just for like our like some convenience store, right? If you go to the Fortune 500 company, I hope you will get the skill you need for this field. And we'll also discuss some future trends for the operation management in this class. So that's me. Questions about myself? No? Question?
So what's an equity broker do?
Equity broker? Anybody know what does equity broker do? Equity broker do? It's very similar for the stock broker. In the stock market, basically, your broker is that, okay, I manage your money, right? You invest like $100,000 in your account, I manage it for you, and get a commission fee, right? That is the stock broker. Equity broker, similarly, we seek the investment opportunity not in the stock market. It's for the company who want to go to IPO, go to stock markets, but they are still a small company, generally speaking, right? And then you invest in the early stage, like $1, $2 per share, and then you hopefully when they go to IPO or then grow up, you get $10, $20, $100 back. So that's the equity broker doing. It's not in the stock market. But it's has a high risk because there's so many companies, they claim they're the startup company, right? They will go to IPO in 5-10 years or even 3 years. You don't know. So that means that's make our job is need to be very, very responsible for our clients because you can easily cheat your clients to tell, okay, this company is very good. It will go nowhere. Okay. Any other questions? No? Okay. Finally, I want to provide some motivation of you guys. Beyond that, you have to take this class. I know most of you guys, you have to take this class to graduate. I know, that's good motivation, right, to come to this session. But some other motivation for taking this class. CEO, Chief Executive Officer, usually is the highest level in an organization, right? There's some other C-level position. Anybody can tell you what does CTO mean?
Chief Technology Officer?
Yes. What about CFO?
Chief Financial
Yeah. COO? Operations. Yeah, Chief Operations Office. And the new position now we have is called CSCO. Do you know that?
Supply chain.
Yes, Chief Supply Chain Office. So you can see that many companies pay more and more attention on operation management, supply chain management. Even that create a separate position other than the traditional COO, Operations Office, which is CSCO. There's a lot of opportunities in this field. The most famous example in our field, the person probably is Tim Cook, who is the current CEO of Apple. Right? Tim Cook, before he was elected to be the CEO, I think Steve Jobs, nominated him to become the CEO of Apple. He was a COO in Apple before, Chief Operation Officer. And he managed Apple's supply chain, sales activities. Before that, he spent 12 years in IBM as a director of North American fulfillment. And Cook is not an Ivy League person. Or in our field, in business field, you don't have to be graduate from Ivy League university to become a top person. His undergraduate degree is from Urban University, right? And then he gets MBA in Duke, in North Carolina. And then again, climb the ladder, now become a very influential person in the industry, the Tim Cook. Well, many of you guys have Apple's products, right? Raise your hand if you have Apple products. Okay, then you should know that's Apple's CEO. Begin from our class or our background. Some other famous person who have operations management background is like, for example, Alan George Lefley, who was the CEO for Procter & Gamble before. Mary Barra, she was very famous, become the first female CEO in like top company in the US, with CEO of General Motors. And John Hendrickson is CEO of Perrigo, which is a pharmaceutical company. So there are so many successful people, they have a background in operation management, can in a top position in the company. So this field is not just required for your graduation, it can provide a great future for you guys. We'll talk about that in more detail later. Again, welcome to this session. I will see all of you on Friday.
My wife would agree with you that MIT is more important than Auburn because she graduated from Auburn.
Okay.